I'll just touch on the weather event in the North Island, and I just want to express some disappointment at the government's approach of using question time today to highlight their MP's work, when every MP around this House, and particularly from the region, has been there, whether they're list MPs or constituency MPs, have been attending to what's going on in their local electorates. And I want to speak about the real important local function of MPs. And I know Mark Mitchell actually is really good at letting local MPs know what's going on, so I thank him for that. But it's not appropriate for government MPs to take these kind of opportunities for grandstanding and photo opportunities. The job of an MP is to be in their electorate, connecting people and understanding what's going on to inform the government in its response. And I thank all local MPs of all parties for the hard work they do there. But, you know, in terms of the Prime Minister's statement, he was the worst Chris in the House by a margin, and we've got three to choose from. I was astounded that I had to watch the Chief Government Whip message his backbench to say, "Head up, boys and girls. How about a few cheers for our leader? Get off your phones." Because it was that kind of speech. There was pretty much nothing in it. I mean, the Prime Minister is in la-la land. He has been talking about green shoots for 2+ years now. And whilst Nicola Willis can talk about forecasts, you can't feed your family with a forecast. And the fact of the matter is that things are going backwards. They've been going backwards for 2 years. Last month alone, jobs shrunk. The jobs that workers are in New Zealand shrunk by 700 jobs. That is an appalling statistics. Between October 24 and October 25, people on JobSeeker grew in 1 year by 33,000 people because of the choices that government's been making. They are taking New Zealand backwards. Nicola Willis is presiding over an economy that's going backwards, and Christopher Luxon is letting her do it. And what about inflation? What about the cost of living? Well, we know that bread went up 60%. White sliced bread went up 60%. So if you're making your Marmite sandwich and an apple, it just got a hell of a lot more expensive. And the major banks started putting up interest rates again. Why? Because this economy is being poorly managed. And that's called growth. What was the National Party's big slogan last year? Going for growth. What is our growth? Well, do you remember the election back in 23? We got thrown out because growth under us was modest. It was 2.3% per annum, 2.6% per annum. That was growth under the last year of the Labor government. September 24, it dropped to 0.5% growth, annualised. September 25, negative 0.5% growth, annual growth. What's the trend? Things are getting worse and worse under this government, under a leader who is totally out of touch. This is a guy, people are struggling to feed their family, and he wants a rates reduction for his holiday home. That's right. He thought $60 could buy a week's groceries. He got rid of a clean car discount that his family claimed. And he's the man, when he was getting an accommodation allowance, whilst he had a free flat at Premier House, said, "I'm entitled to my entitlement." That's the kind of guy we're talking about, wealthy and sorted. He's the one who called struggling New Zealanders bottom feeders. You know, and what has this government done to help cost of living? Well, as Tangi Tukiri will know, they put up car registration. They repealed free prescriptions.